Hello, Metas. This is Solar Lady Night. It's been a while. I have been busy. So, let's get right into it. Have you been around for the newest and latest Once Human update to deal with the tech trees? This update really has either you're turned on or turned off by it if for whatever reason. I'm just here to give a little bit of good advice, as much as I can anyway, to help you get through this. First off, don't panic. If you have already been playing prior to the tech update, the first things you need to do are check your mail. So, in order to do that, I press escape. If you're new, that's why I'm saying this. And you'll go down here and you'll have a letter and it will say tech reset compensation. Down here you can see the compensation that I was given for already being on a permanent server. If for any reason you want to know, I am on an Endless Dreams server. This is the tech points that I received as compensation. And there was also maintenance compensations as well that you'll want to collect if you were here before then. There's also a huge Starcrom one. So make sure that you get all your compensations and your tech points, especially if you were here prior. Now, also in your items, some of them will say they expired, but don't throw them away. I'm going to show you why. If I can find some that I have not converted. I need to go into my alt stuff to pull some items for you that I did not convert. And we'll show you about the things that you can convert. Do you see this? This item has expired and cannot be used. Press F in your backpack interface to open the conversion interface. You can do this with materials that are no longer in the game, like refined parts, some of these fabrics. Your ammunition has fundamentally changed as well. I may have converted most of the ammunition that I already had. See, this item has expired and cannot be used. We can convert this ammunition as well. So take and go through your inventory. You can see by hovering over it what items. See, these bronze ingots have expired. If you have bronze ingots, they will turn into, I believe, the alloy. We'll just see here. Into the new alloy ingots. So you'll go into your inventory and you'll hover over them, press F to convert, and then you want to select them. Select all of this, and over here it will show you, okay, the bronze ingots will turn into iron ingots, but that's fine. And then you press F to convert, and that's how you can take care of some old ammunition. I didn't demonstrate the ammunition because that's in a different tab. Let's see here. I think it was just some coppers. Did I even take those out? Anyway, you can convert your old ammunition and your old materials into the new materials of the game. And hopefully you can put them back up. Because that is where some of my stuff seems hesitant. As far as your old workbenches, you can keep them. All of your old grinders and all of your old workbenches that you had prior to this update will still work. Their bonuses still work as well. You do not have to tear these down and rebuild them into the newer workbenches if you don't want to. See here, I still have some of the bonuses of the old bonuses on my things. However, in order to get more tech or to open any of the bonus stuff, you're going to need a tech research workbench. And you go into your tech cradle here, and you can see this tech research workbench. I think mine was already open, and because it's already open, you should be able to build it as a facility. This becomes very important on this update that you have one of these, so you can get some research points to open the trees for your workbenches. In order to make the AP ammunition, you will have to have a separate ammunition supplies workbench. Let me show you here. Let me go to the ammo tab. As you can see the new ammo types, and in order to do the AP ammo, you do have to have the ammunition workbench. If I go to a normal workbench, I'm not sure it will show there unless I had the ammo workbench already placed. Or researched at the very least. Now, after you have one of these built, because you will have to build one, this is what it takes to make a research workbench. It only costs 10 copper ores, 5 metal scraps, and 5 parts. Most of the parts, like standard parts, refined parts, they all became just those parts. They just became one set of parts. And so if you had any of those to convert, you should be able to afford a tech research workbench really easily. And then if you go into the reverse engineering and you do go exploring in the world and you pick up items, or you pick up the huge life-size workbenches out exploring with your recycling tools, you can come in here and reverse engineer them. If you haven't unlocked them before, it will unlock that technology for you. And if you have already unlocked something, let's do this fishing rod for a quick example, you will get some tech points. And you go back in here to your tech cradle, and you'll notice all these trees. You can either reverse engineer to unlock these specific nodes, or you can use your tech points to unlock these nodes for the research. Most of my important things are unlocked. You have something called a tech level, and if you notice, if you go into some of these, like this assembly bench, you have advanced tech. This can be unlocked by your tech enhancement points, and you get these tech enhancement points by raising up your tech level. So the more tech points and the more nodes that you have unlocked, it raises the tech level, which gives you the gold yellow tech enhancement points. Are you still with me? So for things like the electric furnace, if you want that advanced tech, which I already have it unlocked, it will take maybe 1 point. Some of them take 2, depending on what the advanced tech is. See, I have unlocked it for the supply workbench as well. And what it takes is just really a lot of exploration if you haven't been playing and don't have any points to compensation. To make the recycling tools, you will make these on the supplies workbench. I have unlocked where I can make the advanced recycling tools. This makes it go a little bit faster when collecting the things that are out in the world when you're exploring. But you can also make the wrench, and they just take some iron ores and a couple of metal scraps. But I have plenty of steel ingots and plenty of metal scraps to spare, so I have several of the advanced recycling tools. And the higher the level of the workbench, so if something says advanced or level 3 or something, it will give you more tech points, maybe even 1 to 2,000, several hundred tech points for coming back here and doing it a reverse engineer on the workbench. So even if you have it unlocked, if you're doing an advanced zone, it's usually worth it to bring it back here just to make sure that you aren't wasting the opportunity to get a lot of tech points out of it, because you can reverse engineer it for the tech points even after you have unlocked the technology from it the first time that you reverse engineer it. So let's go on a small adventure. Let me change my build back here. This is one that I was working on. And it is not my normal build. There we go. Load these. Get some food. Some of the recipes in the world have changed. Some of the things that you normally crafted on the supply workbench are now crafted on the synthesis bench, such as things for animals like their feed, and also fertilizer, sadly, is on the synthesis bench as well. Hello. And let's say, since I'm going out into an advanced zone, I will take all of my shots. Excuse me while I do this. Oh, I didn't put the hot dogs back up. Some of the recipes have changed. The fried hot dogs also take milk, as people are figuring out. The whimsical drinks will now take cactus or snow fungus, as well as ice and a deviated saffron, as well as the normal stuff, but it takes cactus or snow fungus on the whimsical drinks. And let me see. Let me put these back up. Very precious. Let me just show you. Even I think the canned lunch meat has this extra item of corn when you make it, and it takes, instead of aluminum, it takes steel ingots when you make it. But just to show you the whimsical drink, because a lot of people like me do use the burn build, you will have to have cactus or snow fungus. Cactus can be found all around the Blackfell area. You just need a chainsaw to go and chop those down. And then, of course, snow fungus grows in very snowy areas. And that's the fried hot dog. People have been talking about sources of milk today because a lot of people use the fried hot dog. And as you can see, you do need some milk. And a lot of people have already noticed that the lethal rabbits can now collect milk. I did have my lethal rabbit collect milk a couple of days ago. You also need a piece of cabbage in order to make mixed fried hot dogs. So I'm just letting you see that some of the recipes have changed. The fertilizer is no longer on your supply bench, but the soil solution and the grafting catalyst are. And also, we come down here and show you on the synthesis bench, this is where you'll make your compost bins, your gardening gloves. Any type of fertilizer is down here. I'm not sure why we did this. I'm a little annoyed. Stuff for Beastmaster. Your foods are your pellet feeds. I'm sorry. Your feeds are on the synthesis bench as well. Yeah, anytime you want to make any types of the fertilizers, you'll have to come down here over to your synthesis bench. This is my Stardust powered electric furnace, so it does take Stardust and it will double the amounts of whatever's produced in here when it uses the Stardust source. There is also a gasoline furnace that can offer the same things. You can make double the Stardust ingots, you can make double whatever, the gold, silver, you can make double the ingots coming out of the gasoline furnace as well, just by feeding it the gasoline. That's one of the newer perks. I did keep my furnaces that had the old perks because, as far as I can tell, there's nothing to speed up the processing of or any boons to the processing of tungsten ingots, and this is still very helpful to have the old buffed ones already up. So I'm going to make some more recycling tools because I think I broke mine for the most part. And we'll go out and grab some tech to bring back. Excuse me. You won't need that many of these. They do take up space, by the way. I wonder if I can repair these with that surfactant stuff that I got. I have, what, 3? And I had some items that said they repaired gathering tools, but I don't know if it repairs that. And I know it's in like this jug container. Yeah, this is it, detergent. So I can restore the durability of gathering tools. I don't know if it will restore recycling tools. We'll see. No. If they get too low and the technology that you're trying to grab is really advanced, then it will say this tool doesn't have enough durability to pick it up. This is why I like the little bit more advanced tools when I'm out. So let me take our shots. I already ate my food. We gotta get inoculated for once human. And let's go. Blackfell is a very good place to pick up the high level technology. So let's see. Any of these places around Blackfell can also be fairly well off in getting higher technology. It may just be a little harder to stay alive in, but that's the trade-off. Let's go on into Blackfell. I did recently pick up some tech from Blackfell, so I'm not sure if it respawned or not, but I did not do the whole area. So I may get lucky and still be able to show you, for the sake of the video, what you may look for if you use the Q-Snap. Sometimes you can see the outline of technology without having to be right up on it. That's what I wanted. Come near me. Especially you. This is a good place to loot. Just period. I don't know if it's respawned from the minute that I've been here or not, but we'll see. Yes! Woo! I kind of forget about those guys. So this is a designer's workstation. It's right out here in the open. If you have your recycling tool already on your hotbar, you just press the key that it's on, and you will do a left click. And sometimes this alerts enemies when you pick up the tech that you want, so be careful. It should give you a little warning that says, hey, you've alerted enemies, and then I've had at most maybe 3 spawn to deal with. And they don't spawn right in the room. They usually run to you from some location, but they usually don't spawn right on top of you. And as you can see, I am getting some protective lining and some other things that you do now have to have from exploration in order to craft your gear sets. And I have understood that in order to craft higher level stuff for vehicles, you will have to find the material out in the open as well. My backpack is full. Well, let's see if we can find some more technology. I believe I can pick up the planter boxes if I wanted. But it should let me, but if for some reason it's not. Which is strange. I'm really not sure what I will find over here. The only way to get your tech is to explore now and either engineer it or reverse engineer it from gathering the items with recycling tools. Oh my gosh. I hear it, but I don't see it. I think that is a workbench over there. So let me clear all the nasty out. I hate the rain. Nope, there's not a workbench that I can pick up. Well, since they made me go through the trouble of killing them, I'm gonna grab their hoarder pouch. And then I'm gonna get the weapon crate. Your tools backpack is too full. Of what? Oh, it's just ammunition. I've got lots of ammo. Ooh. Ooh. You can also find these reverse engineer blueprints out here as well. I did discard some tools. Oh no. I really don't need those or that. Everything but the one thing that I really, really want. There we go. And that's a reinforced support blueprint. Yeah, it is an engineer blueprint. Reverse engineer blueprint for reinforced structure. Sometimes you can find those little cards like that instead of finding the big pieces of benches or something sitting around, and open your technology from those as well on the technology bench. I was hoping to find some more tech, but this debuff is annoying, and I may just go back with what I have just so for the sake of the video. Even if I'm dying, this monster's just not wise to follow me around. Okay, let's teleport out of here. I do not like having to deal with the black rain. So, we picked up something. It automatically opens on reverse engineering. And we picked up, it said designer's workstation, but when I picked it up, it happened to be a fish tank. But oh well, as you can see, it's here. And if we initiate the engineering, it's already something that I've unlocked before. So what it's going to give me is tech points instead. So it gives me 85 tech points for researching that again. And if I research the reverse engineer blueprint, it is also something I've already unlocked. But it will give me tech points too. And there I have 85 more. If you do get advanced workbenches, you can get like thousands of tech points. Apparently I haven't unlocked the combo chipset. That's also very expensive to unlock, and I just got this from Blackfell. So I want to research that. This is something I haven't unlocked, which is good to show. And it did take a little bit longer. Some of the more advanced technologies can take just a little bit longer to research. And now it just says for this that I've unlocked this technology. And if I find a combo chipset again and I research it, it should give me tech points instead of just, as you see, unlocking the tech, because it's already been unlocked. So it gives me tech instead if I had already unlocked it. This one I had not unlocked previously, so it unlocked the technology for me instead. So now if I go to my inventory, open my tech cradle, go to tech, I should see that without spending any of these tech points, and just from doing the research, we just unlocked the combo chipset. So if you find it out in the world and you reverse engineer it, you won't be spending any of these. It will just unlock. That is the power of exploration now. However, if you can't find it in the world somewhere, you will have to spend your tech points that you accumulate in order to open your workbenches up. So, let me show you a point about finding some of this tech. This is an endless stream server. And if you take your mouse and you hover, just like before, where you could see some of the materials, the map will show you some of the possible things that you can pick up to take back as recycling and bring in to reverse engineer or earn more points from, or just open the technology in the first place. You can use your map and it will show you some of the possible facilities that you can find in an area. This one's saying maybe a supply workbench, maybe a stove. And there you have maybe loamy soils. You can also find power cables down here. The map shows you again, the types of facilities that it's possible to pick up there. The higher level areas, if you research those and you find, like I said, the more advanced technology, you can get some of the tech points into the thousands after you've done that first unlock. And like you see, you can tell from the map where you can get some more of these. So, I hope that helps you adjust to the new tech system. When I got on it, I was a little bit infuriated, like I had all this stuff that I had to relearn. But it's actually not that awful. Do keep some of your old furnaces, your old workbenches, because I've noticed that some of those buffs are not going to be in the new technology as of right now, anyway. And I don't know if they will be added later. So if you do have some old buffed workbenches, the buffed furnaces of the old, that's not what I was going for. Like this is one of the old ones that I have for a gear workbench, and it adds the plus 30 max durability for weapons and armor. And they still work if you have any of the old ones before the update. So no hurry to get rid of any of the old stuff. There's no like rush to rebuild everything again. All of your older stuff will still work. Don't panic. So I hope, as far as a beginner's guide, maybe this is good enough to get some people started. It's my attempt. I really saw a lot of new people coming back. I knew people that have, well, not new, but like played a long time ago, came back for this recent update. They don't know what to do. I've seen like, people like me that have been playing for the last few months, but had a large play time that they didn't come on. So hopefully this helps some players and it makes it a little less chaotic so some don't rage quit right away. Anyway, if you have any questions, I will try to respond to them. I don't check my YouTube that often, but I hope this guide helps you. Thanks for watching.